So get this, the dumbest bill in America. Democrat Congressman Benny Thompson of Mississippi introduced a bill for taxpayers to subsidize living expenses for members of Congress when they're in D.C. You heard that right. I'm going to say it again. Democratic Congressman Benny Thompson of Mississippi introduced a bill for taxpayers to subsidize the living expenses for members of Congress when they're in the city of Washington doing their business. I got to tell you, here's a little bit more detail. Representative Thompson introduced H.R. 5845, and it's called the No Couches for Congress Act, because sometimes congressmen and congresswomen sleep on their couches. But what people don't realize, in their offices, that is, what they don't realize is if they have a really late night of business, which could go into 2, 3, 4 in the morning,
long sessions,
they're not going to leave. They're going to stay right there and spend the night. So he's calling it the No Couches for Congress Act, which would ban members of Congress from sleeping in their offices. He also proposed converting vacant residences near the Capitol into affordable housing for members of Congress who, by the way, make $174,000 a year. He claimed that it would be available for members who found housing costs to be prohibitive because they're not making enough money. Gentlemen, please comment on this.
You ran for this position, so you technically volunteered to represent your district, so you should not be expecting anything. You should be actually just be there to do your job and then say, all right, did my 2 years, done, going back to my farm or going back to my city, enjoy my life,
Yeah.
This is stupid.
This is absolutely.
They don't need more money.
Lunacy. Yeah. That's what I was talking about with the Florida Congresswoman. This is their mindset. I mean, they're literally deranged. They think they're protected in different class. They think they're elites. And this goes to show you how ridiculous this bill is. There's a group, Citizens Against Government Waste, and they actually pulled some facts, right? And
Sweet.
Did some numbers, and they're saying, okay, here's the claim that housing is unaffordable. Basically, you look at the average monthly cost of a studio apartment in D.C., $1,600 a month, less than 10% of a member's annual salary. Meanwhile, the average American spends 33% of their annual income on housing.
Wow. Great.
So that's what they're complaining about. And what I found fascinating is there's actually 23 co-sponsors of this bill, and one of them is Elijah Cummings from the state of Maryland, the powerful chairman of the House Oversight Committee.
Give me a break. He can commute.
If you're not familiar with Maryland, he can't live more than 30 minutes, his district, from D.C., and he co-sponsored a bill to pay for his housing when he could drive 30 minutes to his house. Are you kidding me?
Hey, at least I can give props to Joe Biden. He took the train from Delaware to D.C. every single day.
Yeah, he did. That's true.
So, come on, Elijah Cummings. Joe's showing you up.
But you know what? This is why we do the dumbest bill in America, because we see constant self-dealing like this, and we see the need for congressmen and congresswomen and state legislators across the United States putting in bills that really aren't necessary, that regulate every aspect of our lives. In this particular case, it's nothing more than just feathering your own nest, and it's a lawlessness.
Fix our country, not fix out yourselves a great deal.
Exactly, and it's so unrelatable for the Americans that, and for everybody out there listening to our podcast. I mean, if you made $174,000 a year like this guy did, I mean, you'd be saying, thank you, I'm so happy. But he's saying,
I'd be feeling pretty good.
Not enough. Because I'm a lawmaker, I can pass a law and pay myself even more. And
these are the people that are responsible for fixing our $20 trillion in debt.
And probably some of our elected representatives, they probably still have their primary jobs. They're either they're lawyers, doctors, insurance brokers, real estate agents, or a plethora of other professions that allow you to do this. Because you're still getting, this is basically cream on the top of it. It's like, okay, what are you doing? You don't need more money. Spend it wisely and save it wisely.
Hey everybody, this is Mark Fisher with Mark and the Millennials. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel.